Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is Ginevra and I'm streaming to you from the lands of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, and I'd like to pay my respects to elders past and present, and also any Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander people who happen to be watching. Today I'd like to do a very first playthrough of Rue Valley. It came out on the 11th of November, Remembrance Day, and it does have a lot to do with memory and sort of, as I understand it, maybe mental health. A lot of the early comparisons that were made were with Disco Elysium, which is one of my favorite ever video games, and so I'm very interested to play this, although because I'm playing this a couple of weeks later, there has also been a number of people saying, well, maybe it shouldn't have been compared to Disco Elysium. So, who knows? I played the demo at one stage, but this is basically my first time. Okay, so like a lot of RPGs, you start with your character sheet, and I've got to say, I remember from the demo that I played, this I don't find really easy to understand. Let's give it a go. Slightly impatient. So basically, as well as being between these two traits, indecisive or paranoid, these are all negative names. Like, these are all things you would not want to be: secretive, guilt-ridden, unkind. Okay, so in the resolute, slightly impatient, very impatient. No, I don't think I'm going to go towards reckless. And as soon as I start going that way, I can't be both indecisive and impatient. Okay. I have a feeling I might be able to do that in real life, but apparently not in this game. So what do I want to be? Do I want to be towards awkward or nosy? Nosy could actually be really useful, I think. So switch trait. So, alright, now I can be more nosy. I've got 5 dots to spend. So emotions exist, but I usually ignore them. I mean, obviously I can see that dramatic is going to cause me problems in my playthrough. And I can't put a random one into indecisive. And so I've got to be basically 3. And 3 as far as I can understand. So thinking about like what this says. So am I resolute? Am I ambiverted? That's ambiverted is like introverted, extroverted, that's okay. Decisional, resolute. Yeah. I guess that's a thing. And how mindful are you? Or emotionally sensitive? Yeah, all right. Let's play this with 333 because I can't figure out how to do anything that is more nuanced. Hold to wake up. Nope. Okay. As I understand this game is all about time loops. I'm going to assume you read while I read. I'm not going to read it out to you unless you really want it. Let me know, I guess. Okay. And it's very much a comic book style. It's got the panel down the left-hand side. Disco Elysium had the panel down the right-hand side, but like very similar kind of concepts. The continue button, a bit about your character. I mean, I guess I'm wondering if it's possible, given that that's shown on screen, is that possible to change as partway through or not? Jiggling lines and the type of halftone dots, which is a lovely bit of reflection just up there with the clock. Continue.
Still with me, Mr. Harrell?
Interesting to see the picture in there, as well as the very much comic book square around the words and kind of drop shadow. At the moment, I can't control any of the characters. I have a total lack of motivation. Possible. It's not that you don't want to do all sorts of things. It's more like you lack the capacity to even initiate most of them. What is left of you is a creature driven by its basic needs and quirks. So you've got limited interactions. All right, continue. That's all I can do. My personality traits determine dialogue options. Some options will only be available if you have a certain trait, while others might be blocked by the sanctuary. So, I mean, this is why I was a bit nervous about taking dramatic, for instance, and impulsive. But it seems like every choice has some type of problem. I guess as the game is played more, people will develop this is the best build or whatever like that, but let's see. Remember, traits are neither good nor bad. I don't know, they really had very negative names. But traits are neither good nor bad. They are a critical part of role-playing a character with a real personality. Yep, sure. Do I want to show hints? I guess I better, because it's the first playthrough. Look, I'm going to be honest. Sort of spaced out. What was that again?
No worries, Mr. Harrell. I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now.
Slight or total? Yep, sure. That's kinda true. And the page flip. Oh, that's what they said. Slight lack of motivation, more like total lack of motivation. Okay, yep. Red ribbons on the character portrait show the status effects your character currently has. Status effects have a negative impact on your personality and dialogue options, sure. I'm just thinking about the intro of this. Certainly the tips are very helpful. Although I'm beginning as a very demotivated person and kind of very slowly still not really able to control much. I guess I've had one dialogue box option. You'd rather stay in bed all day instead of attending this farce they call therapy in the middle of nowhere.
And we'll surely be coming back to this condition of yours later during our sessions.
Okay. His stretching is pretty rude, isn't it? Yep. Personality is there. Yes, I've noticed
for
that.
now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence and try to stay aware of it at all times, if possible.
Yeah, I think I'm very aware of it at all times, frankly. It's a red banner, and I don't seem to be able to do anything useful. All right, so I'm too dramatic to say I'm fine.
That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session length to exactly 1 hour, hence the alarm.
Mm-hmm. So I could be gone by now?
However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything.
Like, I don't think it's likely that the doctor can state that he's fine and just move on with their lives. I'm pretty not sure. I'm very doubtful that it looks like it's an enforced therapy session, and I don't have much choice on it. Is another session really necessary? Still not going to be accepted, really. I have to do this here in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, that is a good question. I don't know if I'm going to ask it. I think I'm going to go with the impatient. No questions and get up.
All right then. That's it for today.
Okay. Banging continues.
You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Okay. Radio.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
I think we've all felt that about a coffee machine. Or a vending machine of some sort. Okay, so left click to run. Alright, I don't think I'm running though.
Spit it out already!
I would suggest she probably is here for therapy as well. Yeah, sure, I'm just going to watch.
Come on, you thief!
Okay, so his name is, Dr. Fink. Okay, no biggie. Needs to be sent away from this dump, regardless of their mental state. I mean, it's quite pretty. And I love this effect of the heat coming off the bike. It's kind of run down, but like kind of beautiful. I don't know if Dr. Fink is a charlatan yet. Okay. Yeah, there's probably a doubt, but yeah, maybe I could try speaking to her. Probably too much.
I'll break you open if I have to.
Yes. Can I do anything about the coffee machine? Yeah. Bleached by years in the sun. The sun is very...
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
So what can I do? Can I go in this door?
Spit it out already!
No, I can't get it.
Come on, you thief!
What's that? I could... A bucket? Fire extinguisher? I
I'll break you
suppose that's
open
good
if I have
safety.
to.
Is that dust from the motorbike, or is that just heat? It's still on. Can I go there? No, I can't do anything with
Give
that.
me my coffee, you jerk!
It's a car.
already.
I can go over to the icebox.
Come on, you
Can't
thief.
interact with the plants. Could do something with the hose at some stage, I suppose.
I'll break you open
Just
if I
gonna
have
have a
to.
little look. There's a tricycle. No, a small bike with a solid wheel. No, maybe that's just fish. There has been a bus. Can I sit? It looks uncomfortable. Yeah, sure. It's a bus stop. No bus until tomorrow. Fair. Yeah. It is actually doing a really good job, I think, of having that kind of heat haze feel. I guess I can stare at the road for a while. A feeling of longing and restlessness starts to well up inside you. You can't help but wonder what lies beyond the horizon, beyond the limits of this suffocating desert. I mean, I guess it's suffocating to you. But even if you weren't trapped here, you wouldn't go. You may long for the sense of adventure that comes with being on the road, but all you can do is stand and stare and wish for what could have become of the young man that you once were a long time ago. Okay, I don't know what young man I was, but anyhow. Looks like I can't go. I was told to go to the office. I understand that. I'm kind of looking at what else I might be able to do. I understand the office is downstairs, not upstairs. Wonder what it's saying at the moment. Is there a vacancy or there's no vacancy? I guess maybe I have to wait tonight. Okay, why not? Okay, I can only say sorry, long door, and leave, which is a pity. It's interesting that the picture that was shown there gives you a sense of them and then they're gone. So does that mean I could go to this door? Or that door? Doesn't look like it. Another fire extinguisher, which is good safety for a hotel like this. Paint is peeling from the wood of the door, but number 6 is new, shiny, and chrome. Okay, so it's newly done up. Does it work? No. Okay. No. I looked at everything I could up here.
Give me my
Yeah.
coffee, you jerk.
Okay, she's still having an argument with her vending machine. What does it say there? Okay, yeah, what does it say there? The colours have been bleached by the sun, but you can still make out the image of an orange setting sun as well as the words Rue Valley written above the illustration. The picture is quite detailed, but the colours have been obliterated by the sun, making it impossible to discern the main subject, let alone the finer details. Okay, how did I know it was detailed? Never mind. You squint your eyes and try to make sense of the confusing shapes, but everything seems blurred and distorted. However, as you keep looking, you finally start to see a magnificent stage, a ballerina dancing gracefully, a lively group of musicians, and and an audience dressed in formal attire. Okay, let's have a look at the stage. The stage is adorned with elegant curtains and a strange chandelier is hanging from the edge of the poster. Okay. Ballerina. Oh. A ballerina wearing a tutu stands in the center of the poster en pointe, with her arms gracefully extended above her head, almost like she's waving to you. Okay. Orchestra. The varnished wood of the violins is reflecting the orange hues of the setting sun. The curved bodies of cellos stand tall and proud, and the trumpet player holds his instrument with arched back, his silhouette reminiscent of a tree struck by lightning. Okay, audience. The men appear to be dressed in tuxedos, the women in elegant evening gowns. They seem to be fixated on the stage. Their overly stylized faces seemingly expressed a range of emotions from awe to excitement. Cool. I am hoping that looking at this sort of repays me later in the story. How did a poster for such a highbrow event end up on a wall of a rundown motel in the middle of nowhere? Something is odd here. Yeah, that's all I can choose. I don't have time for this. Although I probably do have time. Anything over here? It's like a, yeah, transformer.
Give me my coffee, you jerk.
I do like
Spit it out already.
the texture and the way the grass is not surviving well.
Come
Okay.
on, you thief.
What's it say? There's free Wi-Fi,
I'll break you open if I have to.
phone clean rooms, cable TV, and a vending machine. Yeah, we've met the vending machine. What is a phone clean room? Can I go in this direction? I'm guessing the answer is no. Alright, I think we've read that before. Okay. Yeah. So either direction is blocked, basically. There's tire marks, but I don't get to look. Because I've played the demo, I know that I can
Coffee, you jerk.
walk into the puddle and get a wet sock. I don't know if I really want to.
Out already.
I might do that later.
Come
Is there
on, you
anything
thief.
to do here? Plastic bottles, some empty, others half empty. Sorry. Just having a look at that line again. A partially eaten breakfast, some old clothes, torn and faded, all covered in a mixture of grease and spoiled. So. I mean, realistic. Also, I guess, kind of reminiscent of some of the things that are in Disco Elysium. Amid the murky pool, you catch a glimpse of your own face. Stomp on your distorted image in the puddle. Smudge the reflection with your foot, just walk away. Currently, I'm going to just walk away. I might come back though. Well, actually, I think if there's a time loop, I'm going to have to
Break
come
you
back.
open if I have to.
She's probably still not going to do. If I click on this card, does anything happen? There, go around.
Give me
It's my car.
coffee, you jerk.
Okay. Do I have keys? I bet I don't.
Spit it out already.
Okay, it's my car
Come
specifically.
on, you thief.
Can I click on this? Nope, I've tried that before. I cannot click on this.
I'll break you open if I have to.
Okay. Can I knock on this? We're just commenting on the key cards again. And I go here. Does another man
Give me
come
my
out here?
coffee, you jerk!
No. I do like all of this smearing along the side here, the kind of
Come on, you thief!
messiness. Is that my footprints or not? No,
I'll
it's
break
probably
you
someone
open if I
else's.
have to.
And yes, very definitely, these things have those types of extremely crappy wood steps. Okay, I apparently ran. Nothing for it.
Give me my
I think
coffee,
I've
you
got to go
jerk.
to the office.
Mm-hmm.
All the attention of the girl behind the counter is occupied by the ongoing phone call.
Yes, Rue Valley Motel. Our Coral Destiny internet antenna is down?
Okay. So the Wi-Fi that they advertised is down. Continue. I think I can't click. Too extroverted. Which is odd because I thought extroverted was like easier social skills, but alright. It's easy, just be loud enough and she won't be able to ignore you. Yeah, I suppose that is. That is a potential way of doing things. It is pretty rude. So, although he's extroverted, I might not be. Ring the desk bell and smile. Let's see. Okay. She didn't like that.
Please sit down, sir. I will be with you in a moment.
And before you get a chance to say anything, she returns to her call with no sign that she's about to end it in a moment, or anytime soon for that matter. In the demo, it was a different call, but I kind of understand if your internet's down, you might have to stay on the line. Being honest here. Eavesdrop on her conversation, sure. Yep. In a bout of curiosity, you lean closer and prick up your ears, hoping you'll catch what the other person is saying too. Do I? Alas, what little you manage to comprehend is the unmistakable drone of customer support, their bored soul thinly veiled by artificial cheer, uttering platitudes so dull you'd prefer listening to cardboard decompose. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. Soon your curiosity subdues as your attention slowly breaks down, but you still keep mindlessly listening to the receptionist's call for some time. Sure.
No, the repair tech already came yesterday. Said the internet will be up by noon today.
Okay. Fair. I can see why she's upset. The clock is not advancing. Do we have any other time signifiers here? Not really. Alright, time in the game does not progress outside of dialogue. Fair. That's the same Disco, I assume. So in order to wait until certain events happen, you need to find a way to kill time. Usually you can do that with various items and interactions around you. For example, reading a book, scrolling through your phone, or just chilling in a cozy chair. No problem. No choices but leaving.
Yes, I have rebooted the modem.
Yes. It's typical tech support. Okay, there's pictures. Can I look at the pictures?
Of course it's urgent. Our guests don't have Wi-Fi, the credit card machines are dead, we can't access reservations.
Yeah, okay, fair. I get why she's staying on the phone. Let us spell DIY experiment louder than they do Fleming. Okay, why Fleming?
Listen, I know what I'm talking about. Your repair tech said it was fixed. Can you just...
I do kind of understand.
I don't want a customer satisfaction survey. I want the internet!
Anything else I could click on?
Hi, yes, Coral Destiny Antenna, Rue Valley Motel. Oh, case number? It's 6AUG27-RV.
A picture of a huge rocket and a group of people in red jumpsuits cheering with bottles of water. Above it all, the Coral Destiny logo. Why a rocket? And why red jumpsuits? And why do you cheer with bottles of water? That's not the usual thing you cheer with, frankly. Okay, look at the other side, no problem. A picture of an endless desert. Yep. The caption at the bottom reads, "Free bottled water for the people of Rue Valley, I see. Courtesy of Coral Destiny, your favorite space agency." That's weird. Sure, I'll take the leap. Items I pick up are presented here, there, right, in that box in the corner. While not in dialogue, you can select them and interact with them. Also, some items will show more information on their icon. For example, availability of internet connection on your phone or battery level. I see. Do I have a phone? Yeah, I'm taking it. The clerk is laser focused on her call and she doesn't even notice you've grabbed the pen. If you wanted to snatch her attention as well, you've failed. Okay, I have to put it back. No problem. I see.
The text said it'd be up by noon today, but it's 8 p.m. now.
Is it? Yeah, I
Yes,
guess it
your
is.
colleagues already suggested I reboot the modem. I even tried a backup router.
Hey, can I go anywhere here?
Physical antenna, yes.
Okay, I can go here. Laundry room. I'm kind of thinking about the writing. Do I like that or no? No, I guess you can tell I'm sort of feeling towards no. But it is vivid. Ben and documentation. Might be able to do something with that one today. That. Alright, so that's white and that's orange. What's that telling me? It's not interact. Yes.
What do you mean it's settled? I need the internet. Transfer me to billing.
So orange is interactable. But I can have my later.
Hi, yes, my problem... Again? Rue Valley Motel, Coral
Okay.
Destiny antenna.
That is... Alright, so the white is...
I understand, but the text said today.
The white is showing you that you can see it, but it's... Like, if you click on something white, information pops up about it, but nothing else is really happening. Okay, information about this?
No, I don't need to unplug the modem. Of course, I've rebooted it
Although
12 times already.
that'd be... I mean, this seems a semi-health
No,
this seems like this
misconfigure
motel
the
is being used for
firewall.
health facility purposes, so maybe having it there isn't so bad. I can interact with the window. I suppose I could close it, right? Oh, I see. The relentless dirt has smudged and stained the glass. Beyond is the endless flat of the desert. Its vastness is hypnotizing. Sure, I can stare. This time I'm not going to stare until she finishes the call, because I want to see what else there is. Okay, so I can't sit down there, but I could potentially sit down there. Is there anything here? Do I want to sit
Supervisor.
down? Let's
Sure,
see.
put them on.
The chair looks very old but sturdy. Yep, sure. Will I sit down? Maybe. I think that's what she told me to do, isn't it? I can mess with my phone while I wait. I can check out the leaflet. Yes, because it's very weird. Right. So it's advertising a water company is why they're drinking water. I can read it to kill time, or I can just put the leaflet back in my pocket. This time, I'm just going to put, yeah, I'm going to stand up, and I think it would be sensible to stare out the window until she finishes. Beyond the empty parking lot, there's only barren desert, stretching for as far as the eye can see. Its emptiness is drawing you in. Cool. Yeah. You hear the receptionist mutter as if answering some unasked question of yours. She's on the phone. And then you notice small patches of green hidden in the sand. It seems there's always something to be found in nothingness if you stare at it long enough. Yep, that's very true. Is nothingness just an illusion? Emptiness, but a result of failure to find those little somethings hiding deep inside? Yeah, probably. Is it possible to find something even inside the most hollow thing? Only by observing it over and over again, until something eventually appears. Yeah, that's my experience, having had to sit through some really boring things. Yep, definitely. The possibility unsettles you, but at the same time your mind seems to lock itself down, unable or unwilling to continue. Okay, I don't think there's much wrong with seeing that there's something interesting in everything. But that's not how you feel, Mr. I know he's Mr. Harlow, but, has he been introduced by name so far? That tells me about total lack of motivation. Do I know his name? So you stay in this clinch, unwilling to discard the thought, but unable to proceed. Okay. But I'm basically trying to waste time, so yep, sure. Okay. It was a nice bit of music. After a while, the window stops being interesting. Sure. Minutes pass, but the phone call is still not at an end.
Yes, Rue Valley Motel. Our Coral Destiny internet antenna is down?
Okay, so they provide internet as well as water. Yeah, I was hoping until she finishes the call. Yeah. Your eyes... Okay, so it doesn't have a kind of a dialogue this time. Yep, it stopped being interesting again. They're still talking about with the ISP. You're
No,
restless.
the repair tech already came yesterday. Said the internet will be up by noon today.
She's mentioned that before. Your muscles are sore from the days of exhaustion and the long wait. It might be better to sit down and relax. This might take a while. Okay, so regardless of what I'd like to do, I'm being told I've got sore legs, so I can't continue. I would personally like to continue looking out the window, but I guess Mr. Harlow would. Harrow.
Yes,
Harrow.
I have rebooted the modem.
Yep, okay, I'll sit down. I'll check out the leaflet one last time. I can read the leaflet. Sure, I'll try until she finishes the call. You start to read the tiny letters that contain everything you're not interested in. Sure, I am actually vaguely interested. Oh, if only If I only had this masterpiece back then. Back when? Just read on. I can't even imagine what people had to go through before smartphones were invented. Am I looking at my phone or this? Reminds you of the times you forgot your phone while going to the bathroom and were forced to read blurbs from cleaning products and air fresheners. Yeah, sure. So I do seem to be reading the leaflet, but I'm thinking about smartphones. Anyhow, that's my choice. Come on, that bug spray had a very funny comic book spiraling around the can. Okay. Yep, read on. At Coral Destiny, we believe innovation should serve the everyday needs of the communities around us. And he's doing his stretches now, isn't he? Is he? Is that the same stretch he was doing in the doctor's office or not? That's why we proudly provide fresh, purified bottled water completely free of charge to the residents of Rue Valley. That corporate generosity makes me think there's a problem with something that they're covering up. Delivered regularly and held to the highest quality standards, our water is just one example of how we're committed to a healthier, brighter future right here on Earth. So they're space company, but they do bottled water and apparently internet. Internet makes more sense. Yep, zone out. It goes on with more and more ad lingo, along with some quotes by random people. Nevertheless, time begins to pass. Okay, so sunset. After a while, you realize that you've switched from reading text to just looking at pictures. Sure. The art is up. Time goes by and the girl at the reception desk is still talking. Why have I called her a girl? She might be younger than me, but she's also in charge.
Miss Heard? No, she said Sunday noon. I wrote it down. I'm not... Sunday or later? That's... No. This is such a waste of time.
Right. Cool.
Oh, I'm so sorry for the wait. That was a super important call and I had to take it right now. There was literally no other way. Hopefully you didn't mind waiting.
I know that's my personality, but that feels rude. Let's just get this over with. Also feels rude, so I'm going to call
Well,
this
it
about.
was, a super important call.
Yeah, probably about the internet. That does make sense. Yeah, if she's mocking you, that's sort of fair.
All right then, let's get you into your room.
She's doing her best with customer service, I think. The sudden enthusiasm in her voice catches you unawares. What's the deal with this girl? Yeah, I think she's trying to be nice.
So, number 6. That's the last one on the second floor. Everything's ready for you. And...
I saw that one before. Okay, cool. That was the one where I thought I could get in, but I couldn't. But yeah, blue and red plastic.
this is your key card.
Yep, thank you. You stretch your arm politely, hoping she'll hand you the card, but she's completely ignoring your gesture and is excitedly waving it around.
Oh, I see you're confused by this. You were expecting an old-fashioned key, weren't you? Well, we've decided to modernize for a number of reasons.
Choice of saying, that's great, may I? She nods in response, but then continues as if you haven't said anything. She
Actually,
wants to show
one
off.
reason, to be perfectly honest, the guests just kept on losing their keys. It was exhausting, and my dad didn't like the cost of replacing so many locks.
Yep, that sounds sensible. Yeah, I think I would ask. Please, I think I'm dying. It doesn't seem. Could we finish the check-in now, please?
Yeah, he bought it from the previous owner when she realized she'd had enough of Rue Valley, you know.
Okay. So she's the owner's daughter. She still maybe is not a girl. She might be a young
So,
woman.
yes, we decided to use electronic key cards. Cost us a lot to implement, but now when a guest loses their key, we only need to replace a piece of programmable plastic.
It's a good idea. Could we finish the check-in?
Of course.
Are we going to be able to, or do I have to say the other route? I have to say the other route.
How great is that? It makes my life so much easier.
That is good. Okay. She immediately grabs the phone, smiles, and starts typing a message as if she suddenly forgot she was talking with you. Yeah. But after a few seconds, she puts the phone down and hands you the keycard.
So, here's your key card, and I'll need your signature here.
So I've got a keycard. Yep, number 6. And sign the document.
Thank you. I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay.
I do remember in the demo there was a whole I would like to read the document in advance, but I think I have chosen a different personality this time, so I am not reading documents in advance. Cool. I am going to enjoy my stay. Mr. Harlow isn't going to, but I am. I like the sunset. Yes, I know. I should go upstairs and use the key. Right, so if time doesn't pass when I'm just wandering around, I can wander around without any punishment. I love the corrugated iron there. That is very, very reminiscent of a lot of things I've seen. It's interesting that this is kind of the opposite environment to Disco Elysium. One of the things I adored about Disco Elysium is the snow and the rain at the beach, which is certainly not my experience because I live in Australia. This is much, much more like things I've seen. I think we're in the US, but the dry and very, very sunny is certainly familiar. And I like all of this mottled, not well cared for asphalt and things bleached by the sun, which certainly is almost always happening. Still, yeah, okay, it's a white dot, so I still can't get into my car. Perhaps at some stage. What's that under there? Who knows? Is that just a defect in the asphalt, or is my tailpipe leaking? It's an old style of car, isn't it? Like maybe more an 80s car? White. Can't do anything with it. Orange. Could technically do something with it then, is it? For some reason, this fire extinguisher reminds you of that old pop song. I do not know the old pop song, frankly. I'm burning inside day and night. Bring me the hose. And it says, turn me into a landslide or chill only you can provide. Yeah, they're both right. Amazing, you still remember that ridiculous summer hit from a few years back. Cool. Could have come in handy at a nightclub, if there were anywhere around. I don't know. I've looked at the pictures on Steam. There must be something. I can't sit there. I can interact there again and get a wet sock. I have sore legs as well. So that's your legs hurt, your feet are swollen, and you dream of a comfy bed. And if you delay for even one more minute, you'll have to at least sit down. You cannot wait while standing and also roll. Yep, that's true. Won't run. Okay. Hey, that's running. You're not meant to run. Did we have a bit of trouble with the stairs? Potentially we did. At sunset. Well, wait-o. So we started at 8 p.m. That's fair. At sunset. Yeah, that's fair. Can't interact with that one. Can interact. These ones aren't. Alright, let's see our room. Yep, sure. Paint is peeling from the wood of the door. Number 6 is new, shiny, and chrome. Cool. Looks like they've been trying to do it up a little bit. A tiny green dot of light shows up near the knob. The door is unlocked, so I can go in. Yeah, I can use the keycard. So, what have I got? I can sit in the chair. I can't look at the flowers, but the flowers is a nice touch. I can't look at the mirror. Apparently, if I want to look myself, I need to be thinking about looking in the puddle. Can't do anything about the cupboard. Could interact with my case. The phone's there, but I can't do anything. The picture's there and I can't do it. Well, no, that's what happens if I look at the picture. Moody charcoal scratches. Perfect for lobby walls and hotel art. Yep, definitely. Anything about the phone? Half appliance, half fossil, stubbornly resisting the march of time. Yeah, I wonder what period this is set in. Sometime in the past, I guess, because you don't, like, even if you wanted to have a phone like that, it would be very, very hard to have a phone like that now. Alarm clock. Let's have a look at that. The red digits, something like a fresh cut. Don't know why it's going to come screen. I'm not sold on the jiggling, but I guess otherwise it would be a still picture. Oh, yes, I do want to read. A list of rules you can't be bothered with that right now. You can't be bothered with that right now. I would actually like to read the rules myself. That would be funny. Okay, bathroom, not looking that great. Okay, so I could potentially clean up after myself. Can I use the bathroom? There's a tap there. Do I use the mirror? Using the mirror is always a bad idea, I reckon. There are so many dark patches that this can barely be called a mirror. A small cup is on the shelf. Look at the mirror. The mirror's splotches make interesting patterns on your face. They conceal a dark circle here, a mole there, a patch of wrinkles. Okay, so it's actually quite flattering. I know that face too well. No need to discern every little detail. Okay, so we're not going to have a thing about mirrors in this story. Truth be told, you prefer not to look at it. Yeah. That's the same for a lot of people. What happens if I do look at it again, though? A stranger who looks exactly like you is looking you straight in the eye. Yep. Okay, so I got it. Can I use the bin? Can I use a towel? Sure. Again, it's a bit broken, but it's all right. I am kind of in a weird box on the screen. I guess because I'm not seeing out. It does feel a little encapsulated and lonely. But anyhow. Right. Continue. Probably shouldn't have clicked that one. Gonna have to tackle this then. Hundreds of strangers have slept in this bed, leaving behind flakes of dead skin. Still, you can't wait to jump into the sheets and contribute to the collection. Right. They probably cleaned it before you came, you know. Unfortunately, between you and the object of your desire, on the folded sheets, lies a dusty suitcase. Your suitcase, the smallest one you own. Okay, so did you not know you were coming here for a while? I can't deal with this now. Put it away. Cool. Yeah, it's such a chore. But the more you prolong it, the worse it will get. If you don't unpack it now, it'll feel even harder and more pointless to do it later. Possibly true. Depends how long you're going to be here. Step by step, a simple act of unpacking will become an insurmountable burden, and even thinking about it will make you feel weak and powerless. Sure, but I don't see how I could actually do this. I can't be bothered with this right now. Put it away and fall straight into bed. That's my only choice. Where I have put it. Can you see it? I had one spammer, but I'm not sure how I do the moderator things. Let's see. I don't really have access to looking at the chat. I'll have to figure that out next week. Yes, I get into bed. Well, living out of your suitcase is the surest way to feel transient. This way, you can at least continue telling yourself that the therapy will be over soon. Yeah, exactly. And now that the suitcase has been dealt with, this motel room is officially your home. Okay, so did I put stuff away or did I just chuck it? I can't see where I chucked. Yeah, more like a prison is probably honest. Well, now, you could describe it that way too. So, lovely afternoon kind of golden hour light. Right, let's try the bed. Despite the tight sheets and crisp-looking pillow, wouldn't have described it that way, the bed reeks of dust and age. Sure. Fall onto the bed. Yep. Is it? Yeah, that looks right. You fall onto the bed with all your weight. It croaks and squirms, and a cloud of dust and skin particles rises up. We keep on emphasizing that, but I do think the lady downstairs has probably washed stuff. It might be dusty. As soon as your head touches the rough pillow, though, tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to this nowhere motel to attend therapy you don't need has drained you both physically and mentally. Cool. I mean, not cool, but like, let's go to the next thing. You are desperate to get some sleep, yet after weeks of wakeful nights, you know it won't come that easy. I mean, I can read the leaflet again, or I can mess with my phone. I mean, I haven't done that before, so I may as well. The phone bleeps to life with a lock screen that is obviously years old. If it wasn't a collection of pixels, it would be musty with age and neglect. Play a quick match of hyper-casual protagonists, or scroll through your feed to kill some time, or put the phone back in your pocket. If I put the phone back in my pocket, can I get up? Apparently not. Apparently once I get on the bed, I can't get up again. Yeah, scroll through my feed. If I go never mind, can I get up? Nope. I mean, I could go out and enjoy the atmosphere again. I guess I have to move time on at this stage. Scroll through my feed. Yep, sure. You start scrolling through stale memes, boring news articles, beach photos of ex-acquaintances, and poorly targeted sponsored posts. Cool. Do I know anything about these ex-acquaintances? In one picture, a grinning middle-aged stranger is apparently showcasing his newest baby. Thanks to a cleverly applied filter, both of them sport donkey ears. Yeah, that was a weird phase. In an overly... I always keep expecting it to go downwards. In an overly long and arguably racist video, a non-native speaker is repeatedly making embarrassing linguistic errors. They often turn out to be unintentional double entendres. Hilarity ensues. Okay. I might put the phone away at this stage, but I don't think I'm able to. After a while, you realize that neither the pictures nor the posts are loading correctly. Check the signal. Am I using the mobile phone signal? Because the Wi-Fi's out, isn't it? 1 bar. But you get the feeling that, if it could, it would show half a bar. Sure. That's the type of location you're in. Seems like all these posts were from some time ago, stashed needlessly in your phone's memory. Okay. Unless you hook it up to some local Wi-Fi, you won't get much internet here. Yeah. So I can't apparently just sleep. So let's have a look at the phone again. So I need to play hyper-casual protagonist. I think I've read the brochure enough. And hope sleep will come. Yep. The first wave of tiny bow tie wearing antagonists appears on your phone screen. They're so cute. Very cute. One of them is wearing a top hat 2 times the size of his body. Another is sporting a goatee worthy of the campiest we look. Oh, they sound fun. Touch one of them. You tap the one carrying a golden fork, and he instantly turns into an amorphous purple splotch. It's a bit of a shame. A matching splotching sound effect plays at the same time, further confirming that the bow tie wearing golden fork carrying antagonist is no more. So I'm killing them? I guess I'm supposed to squash them all. Sigh and continue squashing them. I don't have any choices. Okay, ring time. I'm gonna check who's calling. Unknown number. You feel betrayed by your own phone masking the identity of the mysterious caller. Yeah, I might as well answer. Nothing else to do.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
Has my name been introduced? The line crackles heavily as if the man is speaking from the distant past. I think I'm going with who wants to know.
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
Yeah, Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. Doesn't sound right.
Ulterior, Mr. Harrow, with an umlaut. And please don't let the name fool you. We are the most respectable yet cutting-edge agency, which means we work on the edge of, but still inside, the established legal framework. In fact, we are the leader in our field.
If you need to reassure me this much, I trust you.
Now, if my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences not aligned with your best interests.
Probably true. Are you referring to my psychotherapy here in Rue Valley? Thank you, but I'm not interested in your services at the moment. I think I'm not interested in services at the moment. Maybe another day.
Of course, of course. I'll assume you have nothing against my calling again later just to make sure you haven't changed your mind. I'll write that down here.
Yeah, you'll call me tomorrow.
Eugene, Mr. Harrow, it was a pleasure. Talk to you soon. Tschüss.
Way, German? Or German speaking? I know you mentioned the umlaut before, but why are you saying tschüss to me? Cool. We can move on with wasting time, which is like a really tricky setting for a video game that it's about wasting time. But at least now you know you're not the only one who realizes the absurdity of this mandated psychotherapy. Yeah. I wish I had access to more of your memories, but I guess that happens later on. Let's see if I can exhaust the fight. Right, I will play a match of squashing cute stuff. The game starts, and the already familiar antagonists appear to wreak havoc on your pile of boxes. Alright. I appear to have to squash them. I get some time movement. Still don't have a clock on the screen. As your mind spins around the absurdity of the game, and while your fingers roam aimlessly across the screen, a group of tiny bow tie wearing antagonists gather near the pile of boxes at the bottom of the screen. Take the pile of boxes? Sure. Absolutely nothing happens. The little guys keep gathering it. Okay, so I have to keep squashing. As soon as you're about to get the one with the goatee, a slightly larger antagonist with a monocle and pocket watch enters the play area. Sure. So I could ignore the big gentleman and keep squashing the tiny ones, tap on the big guy, or try to understand what's going on. Sure. Try to understand what's going on sounds good. You stare at the bunch of random characters on the screen, but the sense of it all escapes you. I'm guessing it's the boss? Ignore the big gentleman. Hey, big gentleman. And she was a girl before. Anyhow, I'm not going to ignore him. I think I need to tap him. You press your finger against the monocled watchman, maybe a bit too hard. The tip of your finger slips and you'll almost drop your phone. Okay, I'm only going to drop it onto myself. I'm lying in bed. Kind of shaking. You look... It's amazing how much I am focusing on just reading and I am not seeing 2/3 of the screen. You look at the screen after your heart almost skipped a beat and see that the whole screen is taken up by bold fat letters saying you died. Temporal disruption. Okay, that was not my prediction. What the hell is going on? Yes, that seems right. The letters disappear and you notice that the whole screen is frozen. Okay, that's interesting. The antagonists gathered round the pile of boxes stand still in their weirdest poses. So this is actually interesting and actually not a bit I've played before. Look if there's anything different on the screen. I think that's where I'm starting. There is. What is it? A small timer at the edge of the screen is ticking down. And it's gone. The screen comes alive for a split second. The antagonists unfreeze and continue to antagonize the pile of boxes. And before you get the chance to do anything, the whole phone fades to black. Interesting. Out of the blackness, disappointing red letters appear. Is this the You Died sequence? Protagonists defeated. With a quick... Oh, I didn't get to read that, whatever that was. And now we've gone to black. And as your mind begins to drift, reality fades away. Okay, I've finally gone to sleep. For a precious moment, there's only darkness and silence, but your mind refuses to calm down, and soon your thoughts start chasing each other in circles. Mind map of your memories. This is your mind map. It is a representation of all the memories you have and how they are connected. When a new memory is available, you can recall it by selecting and activating it. Once the memory is activated, it can open dialogue choices in relation to that memory. Cool, I understand. So I found this bit interesting in the demo. It is very like Norco, I reckon, if you have played Norco. Right, so there's one down here as well. I saw those 3 up there, first off. Ooh, there was one hidden down there. Right. Just zoom out a lot. The image of the young woman flashes before your mind's eye. She's punching and kicking the old vending machine. Could she be here for therapy as well? I would guess so. I've got no choice but to ignore her. It is what it is. You have nothing to say, nothing to do. Just the bare minimum. Okay. Let's look at her. Stocky man is staying in motel room at room 5. Yep. Anything else about it? No, apparently not. Out of the swirling images, the bushy eyebrows of your new psychotherapist emerge, bouncing up and down as you close. Yeah.
Still with me, Mr. Harold?
You can't stay in the real world for 1 second, can you? You're not having a fun time, I don't really blame you. At least you're ready. You've survived the first session with your psychotherapist, Dr. Gideon Fink. Terrible name. Despite your effort to act normal, it seems he plans to keep you here for some time, yeah. You see yourself lying in the bed in your new motel room, holding your phone next to your idea. I guess tomorrow I don't have to get a key again, or do I?
My name is Percy Rutherford, and I'm a senior sales executive at the Interior Paralegal Excellence Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
Okay, so I remember some of my dialogue. Sounds like a legit organization, don't you think? No. Very definitely. From the blur of half-formed memories and impressions, an image of the receptionist emerges. What am I going to say about her? You're desperately trying to catch her attention, but she's completely engrossed in the ongoing. Ring the desk bell and smile. I guess this is what not to do. You are so full of yourself, she probably despises you now. I'm impulsive, extroverted. I suppose I'm sensitive. Yeah, okay, maybe I have insights in how I acted, like everyone else. I mean, she's trying to deal with her ISP. She's Robin Fleming. Okay. Shift consciousness keeps spinning around. The carousel of recent experiences warps into a single vision suspended between sleep and waking. So is this because I've looked at everything I get to do this? Late regret? Reminiscence? You find yourself staring at the smallest suitcase you own, perched on rumpled motel sheets. Everything is packed. Clothes, phone charger, toothbrush, and a couple of other items. I am ready to go home. Yeah, but I don't think I get to go home. As you reach for the handle, you notice a toothless gap, as if the suitcase forgot to fully exhale. Kind of weird. Was it raining? Then the gap widens just a little and something shifts inside. The suitcase jerks. It's just a faulty latch. Let's go already. Oh, I didn't read what was blocked. Anyhow, but the suitcase feels too alive. With a loud hiss, the seam splits and a snake's head appears, lidless eyes fixed on walls. This is a kind of an interesting dream. Then more hisses follow and more snakes emerge, liquid as death and cold as oil. Their bodies twist into knots, ready to spill all over sweaty sheets. That's not really a choice. You slam the lid down. The latch snaps shut, silencing the hisses for now. Got to get rid of the suitcase. Let's shove it under the bed and get out of here. I need to check out. Let's bring the suitcase along. Nobody will notice. This is a dream. I think I can hear rain. I don't think I have to go with the reality of taking a suitcase. Out of sight, out of mind. As you descend the stairs, midday heat pricks your neck and sweat. With sweat, sorry. And you think of everything you left inside the suitcase. Okay, so I'm thinking of my past. It's just clothes, phone charger, toothbrush, and a couple of other items. Yeah, probably replaceable. If I have money, I don't know if I have money. You enter the reception area. No one's there. And even the AC is turned off. The air is hostile and heavy. I can't wait here. It's too hot. Probably should, Eugene? You probably should. On a desk, a stack of pristine checkout forms sits beside a pen. Perhaps you can just do it yourself. Yes, let's get this over and done with. Name, date of birth, length of stay, but a single mischievous drop of ink escapes the pen and begins swelling into a blot. A puddle, a pond spreading across the form. A sweat spreads across your shirt. Either I need to write faster or snatch another form and start over. Yeah. You slap the new form over the old one. The blot seeps upwards, the sweat drips downwards. Yeah, this is kind of how it goes in dreams. What are these words? Let's have a look. Reminisce. Dormancy, reminiscence. foreboding. Angst, dream. Okay. The paper becomes a battleground of stains. Your tongue feels swollen, your throat dry. It's no use, just keep writing. I could, of course, just leave. But it's a dream, I'm not going to. You write all the words in black, on a completely black paper, and sign it in black. Not your fault, after all. I imagined the pen was blue, which is interesting. You did what you could, now it's time to leave and find something to drink. The parking lot shimmers in the heat, asphalt soft underfoot. Across it, the vending machine glows like a mirage, its glass fogged with condensation. Insert a coin, press the button. Machine hums, light flickering, no bottle comes out. Insert the coin, press the button. Drop another coin, click, press. Still not. Yeah, this is what the other person is having trouble with. I think I might be in a loop here. The world narrows to the clink of metal. The press of your finger, the machine's empty work. Maybe this time it'll work. Maybe, alright. What's like this? The checkout. We tried to leave this damned motel and all that therapy nonsense behind, but everything kept falling apart. Alright, hold to recall. Yes, I will try to recall. Don't worry, it wasn't even a real memory. Whilst true, yet it's an echo of my past, but it is an embodiment of my feelings. It is prophecy. I think it's an embodiment of my feelings. More like random neural activity in your brain, synapses sparking from nothing. Continue. Best forget about it. I just know it's important. It didn't feel random at all. This is sort of the same thing. Could be, but are you strong enough to remember it? Brave enough to confront it? Not yet. I will try it again. Okay, it's raining outside. Guess I can see through the windows. Can I get up? The sound of a car engine and screeching tires urges you to open your eyes, bringing you back to miserable reality once again. So now I'm thirsty. Some status effects can have a greater impact on your personality. Thirsty, for example, nudges you just 1 point towards the impulsive side. But some other status effects have a much greater influence and in some cases drastically change the personality you defined in character creation. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, I'm even more impulsive than usual. Your head is still spinning in a whirlwind of uncontrollable force. Your nostril picks up a curious smell of dust, and your throat is as dry as a desert. It's rain. Oh, thirsty, get up and find some water. Okay, my legs have healed. That's nice. Is that the only way I can get off bed? Not like out the side or anything? Okay, I can't get back in. Good to know. Okay, so it's a tow truck running into the back there. I hear "goddammit" yelled from inside the vehicle. Even through the tinted windshield, you can feel his frustration. Yeah?
Come on, start, you piece of shit!
He's in the tow truck. He's meant to be here. towing other people. He seems to be in a hurry. This maniac is about to kill somebody. He's probably drunk. Judging by the careless driving we just witnessed, the man is either under the influence or another patient of Dr. Finks. The maniac is about to kill somebody, most likely himself. Yeah, possibly. Come to think of it, could it be that's exactly what he's trying to do? I'd rather not think about that. I know. I agree with that. Let's go find something to drink. I think I'm going to harass my next door neighbor. Try knock again. Okay. How many tries do you reckon I should do? Okay, leave. The reflections are very beautiful. But rain in the desert must be a pretty rare event, right? All the electricity is gone. Back on. Okay, you jump as if someone jabbed you in the stomach. For a split second, the whole world was exploding. But it was just a thunderclap, the loudest one you ever witnessed. Kind of outside, yeah. At least my reflexes still work. As well as your heart. It's racing from the sudden shock. But there's nothing to use this unwanted excess of adrenaline for. So it keeps lingering, eating you from the inside out, while you stand alone and thirsty in the middle of the empty parking lot. I think, first off, check my car. Yeah, it's sad and miserable, like, check the box. No change. Alright, check the vending machine. Battered machine seems to be decades old, except for a newly installed, comically large reddish button. Yeah, let's do the button. With a bang and a clang, the machine vomits out a bottle of water. That's it. That's useful though. Wait, does this mean that water is free here? I think that's what it said on your pamphlet. Check the label on the reddish button. Drinking water for the people of Rue Valley, free of charge, courtesy of Coral Destiny. Yeah, that's what we read about. The almost frozen plastic feels slippery in your sweaty hand. You can't wait to drain it of the precious fluid. Okay, this is a bit overwrought, but sure. Yep, I can use this. And I can drink the whole bottle. It's almost freezing with it streams down your throat. Some of it spilling down your chin. In a gulp or two, your thirst is quenched, and the bottle is but an empty plastic husk. Suddenly the night sky turns blood red, and you feel an infinite scream passing through everything. Unbearable anxiety washes over you. Get away or hide. But you can't hide from the whole sky on fire any better than you can from your own past. This is very true, but like a little bit pointed right. At least I don't have to face it. Close my eyes. Yep. Your eyelids connect, and darkness greets you for a mere second. But as always, the carousel of suffering starts spinning immediately. This is kind of the same self-awareness feeling as Disco Elysium has. Okay, I've got both choices are anxious apprehension. How do I stop, and how do I let go of it? Let go of it is my choice. That's easy. Simply let go of yourself. What kind of answer is that? Well, nobody can stop me. What kind of answer is that? I see you're confused by this. Yeah, why is she saying it? The receptionist says whimsically, emerging from the whirlwind. Okay. Okay, am I still asleep? I'm not going to choose what I wasn't expecting is you. I'm going to choose no, I was expecting this. The receptionist disappears and instead the fiery sky begins burning its way through the darkness, cutting several straight narrow slits in your closed eyelids. Okay, so I'm going to have to choose the choice of I want this to stop. Well then, keep craving, keep clinging, keep suffering. I have no choice. Well, like literally, I do have no choice. That's what I had to select if I want to keep playing the game. We start again.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Right, I've lost impulsive rather a lot. And I've gained sensitive. And I don't know. So I had 9 dots before. And I seem to have 4, 6, 7, 8. No, 4 and 5. Yeah, that's right. But I've chucked them all into sensitive. However, I've been streaming for a while and I think I'm going to finish up this day. Save. If that's even possible. I'm going to say thank you for watching, and I am going to come back with this when I can. Probably on a Thursday or a Saturday or a Sunday, and I'm going to play through the next day. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy playthroughs of games like this. I'm going to upload this to my YouTube channel, which is Ginevra Plays. I think that's right. I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel and continue it sometime in a few days' time. See ya!